How's it going, everybody? Grizzly Scalp 950. As I tweeted out yesterday, I was going to upload a video discussing the atomic bombshell that Game Freak decided to deliver to us right after the Nintendo Direct, before they showed off the E3 presentation for the Nintendo Treehouse. So it's no secret to anybody that we know that not all 800 Pokemon will be available in Pokemon Sword and Shield. My issue is that when they announced Pokemon Home at the press conference a couple weeks back, they neglected to mention, oh hey, by the way, Pokemon Home will not be able to transfer Pokemon into Sword and Shield that aren't included in the Galar Dex. So for example, Lucario, since that's available in Galar, will be able to transfer that from Pokemon Bank into Pokemon Home into Pokemon Sword and Shield. But if it's another Pokemon that isn't in the Dex, we can transfer that Pokemon to Pokemon Home. However, it'll be stuck. We can't transfer it back to Bank or transfer it for the Sword and Shield. So it's like Pokemon Limbo in a sense. They've essentially invalidated what we thought Pokemon Home was going to achieve, that we'll be able to transfer all our Pokemon over until the new Switch games, but that's not the case. They literally decided, yeah, we're not going to mention that. Let's just have them all sit through the Direct and be like, oh, by the way, we have some, this is what's going to happen. And the way Masuda delivered it, he made it sound final, like, it is, like, realistically, when you think about it, it really isn't all that feasible for us to expect them to, animate all these shinies of 800 Pokemon, plus Alola forms, Megas, Z-moves, and now we have this whole Dynamaxing feature. Like, that was never going to happen. I wasn't expecting to have all that clunked into this game, but I wasn't, I knew, Mega Evolution and Z-moves, it sucks that Dynamaxing is essentially replacing the both of them. So yeah, clearly Dynamaxing is going to be a huge part of the games, and I feel like that is that was interfering with them being able to import all the Pokemon, because Dynamaxing over however many Pokemon we get in the game, every Pokemon can Dynamax. That's going to take up a lot of space. And I also believe, obviously, Pokemon Let's Go, since it was being developed for years now in tandem with Pokemon Sword and Shield, possibly even Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, this small developmental team that Game Freak has, they're all working on the same games. They're trying to get them out on a specific year. They're trying to pump out Pokemon games every year. It just wasn't going to happen, I guess. So when I think about it, yes, it's disappointing, but I can understand why. The way that they delivered it, I just felt like it was improper. They didn't really do a effective job in relaying that information that we wouldn't be able to transfer Pokemon over to Pokemon Sword and Shield. They just kind of killed it for a lot of people, and everybody was just mad. But I was a bit upset too. But looking at it now, I understand. It isn't really we have almost 900 Pokemon, possibly even more, plus the low forms and all that. So it's not I don't think the issue is that Nintendo Switch can't particularly handle it. It's just that they just ran out of time. So it almost makes you wonder whether it would be better if they instead of just pumping out games every year in November like they always wanted to, like they have been doing for the past 4 years since Pokemon Sun and Moon. It almost makes you wonder maybe they should push it, delay the games. I don't really think, well, not that I would want that, but I don't know. It's just a lot of people feel like these games are rushed. I don't think it's rushed. I think this game looks fantastic. Despite, all this right here, everything I saw yesterday, the wild area, the gym battle, the two new Pokemon that I'll discuss in a later video, that was hype. But yeah, it's unfortunate that this is what has to happen. It is heartbreaking to know that a variety of our favorite Pokemon wouldn't be able to make it to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that brings to question whether Game Freak will bust out some DLC content, or maybe the max raid battles. I was looking at it, we saw Steenie, Lantern, and Steelix. So if those three Pokemon are not normally found in Galar and they don't have a registered entry in the Dex, that could be a way of getting some Pokemon that we can't transfer through Pokemon Home. But we don't know anything about that for sure. Maybe that's what they're doing. That would make sense. And if that's the case, that would make Pokemon Max Raid battles more rewarding and enjoyable, especially when we complete the game and be like, okay, let me go participate in these events and see if I can catch some of these Pokemon that I can't get otherwise. So that's definitely something that I'll be interested to see if that's the way that they're going to do things, but we'll just have to wait and see. But we shouldn't be too worried right now because we don't have no idea how expansive the Galar regional decks will be. Like, I'm thinking if they were going to exclude hundreds of Pokemon, it would obviously be a majority of the starter Pokemon. Charizard is in there, so I assume the other two Kanto starters are in there as well. Alola forms, Ultra Beast, most of the legendary Pokemon. That in itself makes up around close to 100 Pokemon when you add all those together. So yeah, if we're not getting all those Tapus, all those Primals, like, again, I feel like VGC also comes into play. Like, they want to change up, the format of VGC. They don't want the same things being utilized all over again. People are saying that, oh, maybe it's because of the hacking issue, but that was going to happen regardless, like, right away, even though we were going to get Pokemon Home in January. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I'm still excited. I'm still planning on pre-ordering these games. It just sucks that it seems that I don't know. They made it sound like it was going to be like final and that this would be like the new trend, but I wouldn't jump to that conclusion just yet. So you guys can leave your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about it? Are you still buying Pokemon Sword and Shield? Does this really dampen your hype? Yeah, this is very interesting. It is very interesting. Like, now every Pokemon that we see in like a trailer, we're gonna have to pay close attention because that Pokemon is taking up space for potential other Pokemon that couldn't make it into the decks. I looked at the decks. There's like over 150 Pokemon confirmed, not including the new ones we got. So like, I'm guessing that we're gonna get like around like 400 or 500, ideally 600, but if we got 600 Pokemon, that wouldn't be all that bad. But no, let's not expect that. We'll just have to see what happens. So yeah, you guys leave your comments down below. Follow my Twitter link in the description. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourselves a good one. Peace out.